How feeling heard will heal your life. Developing your communication skills will be your passport to feeling heard. Feeling heard means that people understand what you mean and your point of view. Do you ever catch yourself talking loudly or repeating yourself? That happens when not feeling heard has gone on for far too long, distorting your personality. When you don't feel heard, it puts you on edge, making you work extra hard to figure out how to get around this block. To figure this out, you must write down what led up to it, what you said, and the overall conversation, and what all that felt like to you. Doing this will point out where the problem resides. What needs healing when you don't feel heard, when you feel left out, have no value, or maybe you're just around the wrong people. However, there are occasions when the problem could be you, feeling either too shy or too loud. Reviewing what you wrote down will show you your part in feeling heard or not. Catching a balance. When you become an effective communicator in any situation, you will possess the most important life skills. You will easily attract all the right people and situations to you. Contrary to being loud or shy, you will be confident, aligning with your environment. You will be calm and mostly listening, totally focused on who is talking to you. Being present in the moment is the connection where you will both feel heard. They will know if you are listening or not by your body language, the questions you asked, along with the commonality you exchanged. There can be no connection when you are not present. So, yes, listening will take effort, especially when fighting off the habit of needing to be heard all the time. The same thing goes when building a connection with your spirit guides. This also requires listening skills, and just when you needed to be heard most. Your guides have always been communicating with you ever since the day you arrived in this world. They do this through telepathy. It's their universal language of choice. So you already possess this ability to communicate with them. Writing in your journal will be the easiest way to reignite this communication bridge with them. I grew up in a dysfunctional 1950s family with zero communication skills. Their communication was largely tough love and sarcasm. Many of you can relate, I'm sure. My most natural response to these disconnected, unconscious, and cold family members was to communicate with those who were just outside of my own thoughts. Our telepathic communication consisted of shared ideas and possibilities that were available to me at that particular time in my life, but the choice to act on them was always mine. By age 7, I was writing down what they were helping me understand about myself and the world I was in. Communication with them was swift and exact, as they were hearing my every thought. Regarding being heard, developing communication skills with your guides will be your new high bar, your new standard. Your guides hear you all the time in your thoughts and when you ask for their help. But you must always write this communication thread down, as their guidance will work out better than anything you had in mind, if you choose to follow it. Okay, so I'm going to read from the little book, How to Live a Guided Life, First Steps. I'm going to go to Chapter 5. To hear us, you must be available. What good is getting advice or guidance if you are not listening? You aren't paying us money to advise you, but you should at least be open when we speak to you. You must be available for us to reach you. Now, by being available, we mean being present and listening for our guidance and expecting it to come to you at any time. The way you do this is to not become so distracted by the things in your life. That's what consumes you, preventing our guidance from reaching you. Think of us as always broadcasting messages, like a radio you never turn off. It's always going on in the background. Unlike broadcasting music that you turn on to entertain yourself or to help you make it through the day, our messages can change your day. So each day, several times a day, stop and take a breath and ask yourself, am I still listening? Or do I need to slow down and become more aware and available? And here's my part, how it works. Like hitting a reset button, check in with yourself throughout the day to detect your level of awareness. In the instant you do this, all the distractions and noises will become louder. They didn't change in volume. Your awareness became sharper. Hence, everything is instantly enhanced. Like tuning a radio, you just tuned out the distractions and noise and tuned in to your guidance. Okay. So just remember, you have help. You are never alone and always being guided.